Am I the asshole for coming to the internet about something that sounds so petty but has completely wrecked the vibe in my relationship? I, 29F, live with my boyfriend Jake, 31M. We've been together 3 years, living together for 1. Overall we're good, similar values, similar sense of humor, we split chores pretty fairly. We've talked about getting engaged in the next year. The issue is bathroom boundaries. Specifically, his complete lack of them. Jake grew up in a very open-door house. His family apparently just walked in and out of the bathroom while people were showering, brushing teeth, whatever. He always jokes that privacy is for strangers, not family. I grew up the opposite. Closed doors, locked if you were using the toilet, and you knocked before entering. Early on, when we started staying at each other's places, he'd leave the door open while peeing or brushing his teeth. It weirded me out, but I figured it was just cultural/family differences and I didn't want to be the uptight girlfriend. I did tell him early on, kind of jokingly, hey, I'm just really not an open-door bathroom person, and he laughed and said, you'll get used to it. Fast forward to living together. It escalated from open-door peeing to him having full-on conversations with me while he's on the toilet, door wide open. If I walked by looking uncomfortable, he'd say, what? It's natural, or you're gonna see worse when we have kids. A few weeks ago, I had a really stressful workday, back-to-back Zooms, and finally had 15 minutes of quiet. I was on the couch scrolling my phone when Jake announced he had to go and left the bathroom door open like usual. I could see him from the couch. I asked, can you please just close the door? He rolled his eyes and said, seriously? We've been together 3 years. I snapped a bit and said, I'm not asking for much, I just don't want to watch you poop. He got really offended and said I was making him feel gross and ashamed of his body, and that couples who are really close don't have weird hang-ups like this. He compared it to me changing clothes in front of him, which I'm fine with, and said I was being prude and dramatic. I raised my voice, not proud of this, and said, it's basic privacy, not prudishness. I don't leave the door open when I'm in there, why is it so hard to just close it? He went quiet, finished up, slammed the door on his way out, and didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. Since then, he's been pointedly leaving the door open for everything and making comments like, hope this isn't too offensive for you, in this sarcastic tone. I've tried calmly explaining that this is a hard boundary for me, but he says it feels like I'm rejecting an intimate part of who he is and how he was raised. I'll admit I could have worded it more gently instead of saying I don't want to watch you poop. But it also feels wild that this is becoming a hill to die on for him. So, is it actually that unreasonable to want the bathroom door closed, or am I making a big deal out of nothing? Am I the asshole?